Every day and night, every night and day, I wanna love your body, girl, in every single way. Every day and night, every night and day, I wanna love your body, girl, in every single way. We have to tell it and we getting it on. Baby girl, tell me what you wanna do. Yeah, right. We can stuff on the bed, bath and beyond. Baby girl, tell me what you into. Yeah. Cause every day and night and day, I wanna love your body, girl, in every single way. Every day and night and day, I wanna love your body, girl, in every single way. Forever my lady like Jodeci. You see your body keep controlling me, and I'm trying to get it popping like it's ecstasy. But your body should stay close to me. We gon' get it poppin', and soaking wet, fuck around. Got your girls, man, they all upset. Where you at? Where you been spending time? Got a man, I always hit you up, but you not around. I be on not a man, I'll hit you up on the phone. I'm head down to pick you up, baby girl, when you all alone. I wanna call you up, but I can't do that shit. Come over here, baby, you the one I'm rolling with. You the one I'm fooling with. I spend the hours, 1,000 flowers and tuna fish. Baby girl, you the only one that I'm dealing with. I swear to God, the MC Hammer catch you too legit. And didn't know that you my mama mia. Baby girl, you picture perfect like the Mona Lisa. Take you out to France, do it a little dance. Telling me that you love me, you posting it on the gram. And didn't know that you my mama mia. Baby girl, you picture perfect like the Mona Lisa. Take you out to France, do it a little dance. Telling me that you love me, you posting it on the gram. Baby girl, I got plans for you. Better yet, I made plans for two. Take your time, let me admire you. And baby girl, we get it poppin' like we supposed to do. We can stop from the stairs, girl, I promise an hour. After we done with charades, we can jump in the shower. I tell the world that it's yours, baby girl, that is ours.
The voice of the voiceless, the masses hero, and chairman of the Council of Patriots will arrive in Liberia on December 30 at 9:30 a.m. with a delegation of 15 persons from the United States of America. All supporters, sympathizers, and well-wishers of the Council of Patriots are expected to assemble at the Roberts International Airport to welcome Henry Costa.
Some will eat and drink with you.
Buses will be available at the Unity Party headquarters on Broad Street and the Total gas station at the Freeport of Monrovia as early as 7:30 a.m.
Only your friend know your secret.
Pickup points are from Broad Street through Topman Boulevard to MP gas station at the SKD, and from the Freeport of Monrovia through the Japan Freeway, through Red Light Dupont Road, through Zubatown to Rehab in Painesville. Come out, all supporters and well-wishers of the Council of Patriots, to the Roberts International Airport on December 30 at 9:30 a.m. to welcome your hero, Henry Pedro Costa, to Liberia.
I say in
Allen Bernard International, or ABR, is a management consulting firm with a team of consultants and associates who focus on growing and transforming home healthcare agencies, nonprofits, and small businesses in other industries as well as individuals. Our services include ABR Business Support Services, ABR Accounting and Tax Services, and ABR Anti-Money Laundering Compliance Services. At ABR, we bring to each assignment dedication and commitment, experience and skills, performance-based process, integrated solution teams, and client relations. For more inquiries on our services, call phone number 469-378-3955. That's Allen Bernard International, or transforming business through ideas.
Are you in search of a credible, trustworthy, and professional real estate company? Well, your answer is yes. Realty Liberia Corporation is the solution to all your real estate needs. They provide real estate management, broker the sale or purchase of real properties, facilitate real property rental arrangements. They do property appraisals and title searches. Their effective and competent U.S. trained team boasts of over 30 years of experience working in the residential and commercial real estate space of America. They are a 100% Liberian-owned company located ideally on 4th Street Sinker in the Oregon compound. They can be reached on cell phone numbers +231-888-282-828 or 231-775-282-828. They are found on the internet at www.realtyliberia.com. Ladies and gentlemen, stop by today at their 4th Street Sinker office and tell them Henry Costa sent you.
Don't sleep, don't sleep.
When you talk durable, environmental friendly, and an all-weather surface smoothener, the only name that comes to mind is Zize Quality Paints. Zize Quality Paints come in all color and is produced in the USA. You don't have to worry anymore, because with Zize Quality Paints, you can change from oil to water-based paint with no damage to your wall or surface. And also, Zize Paint doesn't peel your wall. The good news is we can customize your paint based on your preference. Locate our offices in Police Academy Junction, RRA Highway, and our newly opened branch at LMC Junction, St. Paul Bridge, Bourgeois Island. For the first of its kind in Liberia, Zize Quality Group of Companies Incorporated introduces the Painter Referral Cash Commission. Professional painters can earn referral cash commission ranging from $5 United States dollars to $375 United States dollars when your client buy minimum total sale value greater than or equal to $200 United States dollars per transaction. This offer runs from September 5th, 2022 to December 31st, 2022. Interested professional painters can contact any of our Zize Quality Paint store locations. This is our way of appreciating our valued professional painters for their support and continuous commitment to doing business with us. The qualification is just simple. You must be a professional painter. Referral cash commission is based on per transaction and not on accumulated purchases. For more information, call phone numbers 0777 366 142 or 0555 386 177. Zize Quality Paints. Give your property a shine.
Let me see you.
Pennsylvania residents, we got good news for you. Are you interested in boosting your career or moving to the next level? Reach out to us at Excellence Staffing and Global at 267-461-7460 and take advantage of our training services and become either a certified nursing assistant CNA or database administrator DBA. We have a team of experts that can prepare you for your next level. Register now or call 267-461-7460 and get a 25% discount with promo code ESG2022 for our certified nursing assistant training or our database administrator training. Registration ends on December 31, 2022. Training cost is absolutely affordable. It's Excellence Staffing and Global, powering workforce with excellence. Remember to call us now at 267-461-7460.
Do you need a car?
Ready for an upgrade?
Then come to Sika Motors, sole distributors of Toyota vehicles, Mitsubishi vehicles, and Yamaha motorbikes, genuine accessories and spare parts.
You name it, we have it. We have the 2022 brands of Toyota vehicles. Select from our new Toyota Starlight,
Toyota Belter, Toyota Rush.
We've got the best deal in town through our Sika Motors financing schemes with selected banks, EcoBank Liberia and UBA Liberia, starting at the lowest as $500 USD. You won't believe these prices. Come for quality, reliability, and durability. Take a spin and let's make a deal.
Sika Motors on UN Drive at Sayotown, Bourgeois Island, or call Sika Motors on +231-775-987-758 or email cmarketing@cfao.com. Sika Motors, drive with confidence.
We all know the headache we go through sending money to our loved ones, friends, and family in Liberia. High fees, long lines in banks, the usual complaint of the system being down, such a waste of time and energy. That is why I was very happy when I learned that SendWave is now in Liberia. So now I can send money anytime from anywhere directly from my smartphone to the MTN Lone Star Cell mobile money account of a loved one, friend, or family within seconds for just a tiny fee. So download SendWave now to your phone from your Apple Store or Google Play Store. Add your details, and don't worry, they are very safe and secure. And start sending money today. Don't forget to insert the promo code COSTA to get free $5 credit added to your first transfer. SendWave is secure, super fast, and by far the most affordable way to send money to Liberia. I'm Henry P. Costa and a very happy customer. Thank you. Good morning. Welcome to the program. Today is Wednesday, the 21st day of December 2022. The time in Monrovia is 10:30 a.m. The time in Delaware is 5:20, or make that 5:30. And we're very glad to be here. It's a cold day yesterday. Man, it was cold. It was very, very cold yesterday morning. 29 degrees when I was on my way to the gym. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope you all are doing good. Buckeye, what's up?
Yeah, good morning, Costa, and good morning to our many listeners. It's good to be here, like you said. Like you said, the cold is on your end, but yeah, the sun is blazing.
LRB. Not easy. Not easy there.
Not easy.
LRB. Yes, man, but what's up? What's going on?
Well, I'm okay. It's good that we are here again this morning. A lot of things to look at. And Prince Johnson.
Oh yeah, there's a big news though. PYJ step aside. Jeremiah Kuhn. What do you make of that, Buckeye?
I think it's a game being played by Prince Johnson and Jeremiah Kuhn, because Prince Johnson stepping aside. There's something going on, and he just don't want to make it look like, because the U.S. embassy said that nobody should do business with those that have been sanctioned. So he being the head of his political party, it will cause a lot of problem for people to do business with him. So now the best thing he can do is to step aside and get Jeremiah Kung in the front while he running the games on the ground. So that's just why it is.
I think that's what they're doing. Because they know that because of the U.S. warning and the sanctions on Prince Johnson, politicians are going to be very careful how to deal with them.
Yeah.
So what they've done is that they've decided, look, I'm going to step aside, Prince Johnson, and then you, Kuhn, you're going to step up so that you can be the face of the party, but I will still run the party from behind the scenes. Because there's no way Prince Johnson is going to give up the reins completely of his party to Jeremiah Kuhn. But that's the game that they're playing. So if you really, if you are looking at it and you're thinking, oh, Prince Johnson has been magnanimous, he's finally stepping aside, you are mistaken. It's a game. They're positioning themselves for 2023. Conversations have been had, people have approached people, offers have been made, and a lot more of these things will happen as we enter 2023. So these guys are simply positioning themselves. That is exactly what is going on, and do not be deceived by what you see. My brother, one of my brothers just sent me a message and said Jeremiah Kung is on our side. Yeah, right. I mean, you're not even no politics, my brother. My brother don't say that thing there. Jeremiah Kung can never be on your side if Prince Johnson is not on your side. Prince Johnson is on whoever that brings the money. That is his side. Prince Johnson is on. Let me tell you something. Let me finish to you.
The day you people in the Joe Bugger camp decide you want to go talk to Prince Johnson, I'm not going to go with you guys. I will never engage Prince Johnson. We have dealt with Prince Johnson in the past. You and Prince Johnson can have a conversation right now, and you leave. The moment the next person shows up and gives him more money than you give him or than you promise him, Prince Johnson is gone.
Yeah.
Prince Johnson has absolutely zero iota of integrity. So dealing with Prince Johnson is an absolute waste of one's time. Waste of. Yesterday, one of my brothers sent me a message. My man, when we go to Liberia, they got to engage Jeremiah Kun, engage Prince Johnson. I'm not going to do it. My dear brother, I will not waste my time to talk to Prince Johnson. Prince Johnson only follows. The American government labeled the man as pay to play. The man is a big pay to play man. Prince Johnson does nothing else he listens to other than money. The man is highly, highly unpredictable. And you may even give him money, but the person who gives him a little bit more than you give him, he's gone.
He's gone.
So that thing you see Prince Johnson and Jeremiah Kun doing, that tactic. Because the Americans say, first of all, why should we engage Prince Johnson politically? The American government has warned us, do not deal with Prince Johnson. Have they not warned us, Bugger?
Yeah, they did.
Okay, so tell me now. So why should anybody even advise JMB for us to engage Prince Johnson?
Because in case you want to vote from Nima, and Prince Johnson can make things work.
Go and risk pissing the Americans off. Go risk pissing them off. This man was sanctioned by the Americans, and Americans have told you over and over, do not do business with Prince Johnson and all the people who were sanctioned. So are you going to risk pissing them off? Go to Nima and talk to the Nimbayans directly. Ask for their votes. Joe Bugger already has strong support in Nimba. Go talk to the Nimbayans directly. You want to risk pissing the Americans off? I'm not going to be a part of that. I value my own relationship I have with the Americans, and I intend to maintain it. So anybody in the Bugger camp who's talking about going to talk to Prince Johnson, just know that I will not be a part of that.
But in case, should there be a record that you guys have reached out to Jeremiah Kun asking him for his support? Because we are not discussing.
I have not reached out to Jeremiah Kun, and I do not intend to reach out to Jeremiah Kun, and I will not advise anybody to reach out to Jeremiah Kun.
Because I think there is need that let's exclude the Prince Johnson.
If you want to reach out to Jeremiah Kun, you better have hundreds of thousands of US dollars to give them. Hundreds of thousands of US dollars. Do you have that? Do we have that to give them? We don't have it.
Costa, there should be
you look at the girl, you know they get their money. Everybody in the community say they get their money. The guy only love the man who get money. You pull a tell her right, you even fee yourself. Then you go tell her and say you want to get. Are you not something wrong with you? The girl will not love to you when you got money to give her. What you tell you want her? But I tell me now, answer my question.
No, Costa, my point. This is my point. You are saying that you don't want to, but for me, I want it happen. I just want to be on a record that you guys reach out to them. Meaning that you are not engaging you are not engaging Prince Johnson. You are engaging.
You know what? Let me say something to you. You and no disrespect whatsoever to you, but trust me, you have not been involved in these things before. Again, I have been involved in political negotiations. Let me give you one example. In 2011, the election, the second round between CDC and who? CDC and Liberty Party and Unity Party. My boss, Winston Tubman, was the political leader of the standard bearer of CDC. Listen, when the second round came, Ambassador Winston Tubman set up a committee to engage the other political parties that did not make it to the second round so that they can support us. There were 3 persons he appointed to our committee, to the committee to engage. 3 individuals. Now Vice President Joe Howard Taylor, who was Senator Joe Howard Taylor at the time. She was one of the people Winston Tubman appointed. George Solo, who later became chairman of CDC. And the 3rd person was your humble servant, yours truly, Henry Costa. I was the 3rd person appointed to that committee. The first meeting we had was at Palm Springs Hotel We had a meeting with the Liberty Party. Liberty Party came third place in that election. So we went down to engage Liberty Party to ask Liberty Party to come and support us and not Ellen. You know who all were there from the Liberty Party? You are speaking, I just want you to know that I have experience in these things and how these engagements work. Listen to me. You know who all were there from the Liberty Party? Mr. Daba Allen. He was the chairman of the Liberty Party campaign committee that election year. Mr. Jonathan Fonati Kofa. It was my first time meeting. Now, Deputy Speaker Fonati Kofa. The third person was Mr. Ezra Akinsanya. Ezra Akinsanya. 3 people. George Solo did not make the meeting. It was Senator Joa Howard Taylor and I who went to the meeting at Palm Springs. We went to the meeting, Yubo. Liberty Party people already had their list. Let me tell you the things they told us. Ezra Akinsanya told us that the only way Liberty Party could even consider supporting the CDC in the runoff in 2011 is unless the money he gave to George Weah, that George Weah told him to put in a closet at a house. That money, over $150,000 US, he wants George Weah to pay that money back. Listen, a deal that was done in 2010 that we were not part of, we the Winston-Salem people. Ezra Akinsanya said, if George Weah can pay $150,000 by the money George Weah told him to put in the shoe, you know what kind of money he's talking about?
Yeah.
When Charles Bromsky, the late, and George Weah signed that so-called agreement in 2010, they call it Dream Ticket.
Yeah.
The money they gave to George Weah for him to sign that agreement with Charles Bromsky, $150,000 US. Ezra said, if we CDC can pay that money, then he will be in support of the deal. He will be in support of the deal. Then that Ezra own opposition, Ezra Akinsanya, he was clear. George Weah must pay money back. George Weah pay money. The deal with Bromsky did not last. George Weah must pay money back. But are you hearing that? Then we tell them Fonati Kofa.
When you finish, I want
a long list of things why they can't support CDC. Of course, they were gone. Of course, they were gone. They were gone. So what do I mean? I say this to say, in these political negotiations or deals where you go and say support me, the only thing they talk about are 2 things: money, how much money you're going to give the person, and how many positions you would give them if and when you win. Now, do we have money in the Bwaga camp to be even discussing with Jeremiah Kune? We don't have money. We don't have money. So we cannot engage anybody who all we know they want money. We cannot engage them. We don't have money to give them.
Okay.
I will stop there. You can make a point. I just want you to know that I have experience in these things.
Because your mission for 2023 is to see Bwaga as president, right? That's your 100% goal, right?
Of course.
Okay. So now, do you think Prince Johnson is still the godfather of Nima?
Clearly, he is. Sadly, unfortunately, he still is.
Yeah, what I'm asking these questions is that you outlined things that happened in the past, and this 2022, we are heading to 2023. What happened in the past, that was the past. What's happening now is another.
You don't know politics. Again, I'm sorry to say you do not know politics. You have never been engaged in political negotiations. You don't know. It's all about money and jobs.
Okay, so now what I'm saying here is this. The Nimbanians are watching everything that is happening in our politics, right?
We'll go to Nima and talk to Nimbanians directly to support us.
I just want what I want.
Money? Look at it, boy.
Yeah, what I want is that there should be a negotiation. You guys should hold them by the record that
let me tell you something.
When you engage
I sell my land. I selling my land. You not get money to buy land. Then you kind of mean you won't waste my time by land business. I mean, brother, come on, my man. I'm telling you the way these things are done. My man, I've been in political negotiations. It's all about money. Money we don't have to give them. They say you see Prince Johnson and Jeremiah Kun doing that tactic. Begin, I will move from there because Prince Johnson wants people to engage his party so they can start eating money. Ever said during the election time, you don't see them doing their own. They're only doing it now because election coming. So Prince Johnson wants to step back so Jeremiah can take over so they can collect the ma. Wake up. Collect your money. What is one Buga? What they can say? Wake up, take your money or collect your money. Collect your money. That complete Buga star bringing us in there. Wake up, collect your money. Look, it's all about money, Buckeye. What we need to do is JMB will go to Nimba. We will engage the Nimba people directly. But I think you're talking. We will not even do it. You ever go talk to the people there? Yeah. I mean, that's also money. So you go to Jeremiah right now. You will say, how much money you get? So why even? It's a fruitless venture. But there are just some things you don't even start. Like I was telling you, everybody in the community know they get says she can love to no boy who is broke. Only the men who get money, she can love to. So now, Baka, tell me now, why would you poor boy that you even go approach the game? You get medicine? Because if you not get money in medicine, you will be happy. So that's Baka, the point you make. Under normal circumstances, where political agreements are centered around shared values and principles and objectives, I would say yes. But in Liberia, political negotiations are based only on one thing and one thing only. Shangao. Pele man says Shangao. Money. How am I going to make our money?
Wally.
Only Wally can talk. Israel Akintaya told us, you know what? We went on that day. Joe Howard dropped me off to my chief host. She said, Costa, you go tell your boss man about the meeting because I'm going home. After meeting with Liberty Party, the chairman of Liberty Party, Israel Akintaya, Fonatic Kofa, and Daba Ali. After the meeting, Joe Howard just dropped me off. She sent me a picking of me, 2011. I the one she sent to go tell my boss Winston talked about how the meeting went. I went there. My boss, I think he was laying out in the hammock. I said, Chief, Joe Howard to the senator, Tilla just dropped me off and she started. Israel said the money that he gave Joe we are in 2010 for him to sign the deal with Bronsky. He said he wanted money back. 150,000. Winston Thomas said, but what does that have to do with us? We were not part of the deal. We were not part of the deal when Joe signed a deal with Bronsky and ate Bronsky money. But Israel was asking us to pay back the money that we are in. Because we inherited the party now, so we inherited the liability and the assets of the party. But on a serious note, this is a game. Don't be confused. Prince Johnson knows that people will be circumspect of dealing with the party because of the sanctions. And Americans warning. So what they've done, he has stepped in the shadow so that Jeremiah Kun, his political godson, can take over the party so that they can engage people and collect money for themselves. That's what it is.
And Costa, what I heard again is that they will be joining their weight behind Gonglo. They will be supporting Gonglo. They will just act that
they will be what you all right. My man, what's wrong with the Baga ball today? Prince Johnson hates the ground Gonglo walks on because Gonglo preaches war crimes code. You don't know that? You don't know Prince Johnson hates Gonglo because Gonglo preaches war crimes code? What are you talking so? Prince Johnson will never, first of all, in Nimba. Nimba is one of the most divided counties. The Gio and the Mano people, they don't see R to R in Nimba County. The Gio people are in the majority, the Mano people are in the minority. And then, of course, they got Nimbayans there, other tribes in Nimba. I mean, when I say Nimbayans, Mandingo people. I think Mandingo people should be the third tribe in Nimba. Poor guy, Prince Johnson will never support that man. He will never support Gonglo. Prince Johnson is afraid of Gonglo. He has attacked Gonglo so many times over the war crimes court issue. So forget it. Prince Johnson will support whoever gives him the highest amount of money. Period. That is who Prince Johnson will support. But we're gonna move on to something else here.
Mm-hmm.
There is this rumor about that Senator Yumli Kanga Lawrence and Alex Cummings are supposed to be having a meeting, or either they are supposed to be meeting or they have already supposedly met. I want to say this to all of you. There is absolutely no iota of truth. Zero iota of truth in that. Yumli and Alex Cummings have absolutely no intention to meet, or at least on Yumli's side. Let me just say this to you, from Yumli's side. I don't know about Cummings' side. I can't speak for Mr. Cummings, but I can speak for Yumli. That there is no meeting, there is no intention on Yumli's part to meet with, to engage with Alex Cummings at all. Zero. Now let me say this to you. Why would Yumli even want to meet Cummings? After everything Cummings has done to her, after all the disrespect that Alex Cummings has shown to Yumli, why would she even meet with Cummings? Well, people will say it's politics. Yes, politics makes strange bedfellows. But Cummings continues to do exactly that. He is continuing to disrespect and undermine Yumli by collaborating with that rogue element Musa Bility. So why would Yumli be engaging Cummings when Cummings is undermining Yumli by causing confusion in Yumli's party? Zero. Let me tell you the straw that broke the camel's back between Yumli and Cummings. You know what it was? Let me tell you this, and I'm not guessing. I'm telling you something I know for a fact. The straw that broke the camel's back between Yumli and Cummings was when Yumli, I believe, was abroad at the time. She was out of the country, and Cummings was returning from abroad, some trip he had made abroad. And Cummings and Bility them were organizing for Cummings to be received at the Liberty Party headquarters. This was this year, right, Waka? Was it not this year? It was this year.
This year.
Yumli authorized for people to issue a statement. She even posted on Facebook, on her personal Facebook page. She said Mr. Cummings was not welcome to the Liberty Party headquarters. She said that. Mr. Cummings ignored Yumli, disrespected Yumli as the political leader of the Liberty Party. And he went to the Liberty Party headquarters, and he was received by a bunch of ANC people. The people you saw at Liberty Party headquarters that day receiving Cummings were not Liberty Party people. They were ANC people. They put them in t-shirts, some of them Liberty Party t-shirts, and brought them to the headquarters to receive Alex Cummings. That was the straw that broke that camel's back between Yumli and Alex Cummings. So this whole nonsense talk that Cummings and Yumli are supposed to meet is a blatant lie. Yumli has no desire, no intent whatsoever to meet with Alex Cummings. Alex Cummings, in order for Joe Weir to use Musa Bility to try to destabilize the opposition, he used Musa Bility. In order for Musa Bility to succeed in their plan, Musa Bility used Alex Cummings. And Yumli knows that, and we all know that. The only person who apparently does not know that is Alex Cummings. I don't think Alex Cummings is aware, but we all know that Musa Bility is being used by George Weah to destabilize the opposition. And Cummings is the one Bility is using to pretend like Bility is loyal to Cummings so that he can have a cause to destabilize the opposition. That is exactly what it is. There is no meeting. There is no intent. Yomli Kanga Lawrence will not sit down with Ellis Cummings because of everything Ellis Cummings has done to this woman and continues to do with this woman and to their party, the Liberty Party. One of the things that benefits Cummings for helping to destroy Liberty Party is because which party is the third largest party in Liberia since 2005, okay?
Liberty Party.
What is Cummings ranking in terms of the ranking of political parties in terms of strength? What is the ranking of Ellis Cummings?
He came fifth.
He came fifth place. So Liberty Party is the third strongest or largest political party in Liberia. What is Ellis Cummings' position? Cummings is what? Third place. So you see, Cummings comes from corporate America. Waka, trust me, Piggy. Corporate America is ruthless. It's a beast. Corporate America, they do something called hostile takeover. You know what a hostile takeover is, Waka? I want to buy your company. Coca-Cola wants to buy. You know how many companies Coca-Cola has bought? When Cummings was vice president of Coca-Cola, they made many purchases. They call it acquisitions. Huh? In the corporate world, they got these two big things that they do: mergers and acquisitions. Merger is what happened between ArcelorMittal, and Mittal Steel. Arcelor was a French steel maker, and Mittal Steel is, of course, owned by, founded by an Indian guy, Lakshmi Mittal. But of course, so they merged, and the company became known as ArcelorMittal. That is a merger. But in the case of Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola wants to maintain its brand. So what do? Coca-Cola goes out there and aggressively they acquire. They do acquisitions. That's what they do. Now, Cummings comes from that mindset. Hostile takeover. Coca-Cola would approach you to buy your company. If you refuse to sell your company, Coca-Cola they will go, and it's not just them, it's all these companies in corporate America. They will go and they will work from behind the scenes. They will get board members, they will get other shareholders, and they will force you to sell the company. They will force you to sell the company. Elon Musk pretty much did that with Twitter. I mean, all of Twitter's shareholders didn't want to sell. But by the time Elon bought most of them, then the board would vote, and then they will force you to sell. So they call it hostile takeover. That is exactly the kind of corporate America mentality that Ellis Cummings has. That is what he used in Liberty Party. Hostile takeover. But unfortunately for him, corporate America is not the same thing as a political party in Liberia. You may be able to get the chairman of the party on your side, but you're talking about human beings. You're not talking about assets, fixed assets. You're not talking about branches of a company. You're not talking about outfits. You're talking about people. So you may do your hostile takeover, but it will not work because you're talking about people. The people don't follow Musability. The people follow their political leader. They follow their party. They are members of the Liberty Party. So that is why Cummings' hostile takeover approach in Liberty Party has not succeeded. Because somebody needs to tell Cummings that this is not corporate America. You don't come here and think you can do hostile takeover. It does not work. Because guess what? You would be dealing with an empty shell. Just because Musability says the Liberty Party is with you does not mean the Liberty Party is with you. The base of the Liberty Party is with Yomli Kanga Lawrence and the structure of the party. That is the way it is. So say what you may about Yomli, but I want to say this to you. There is no time, there has been no time, and there will be no time in the foreseeable future at least, that Yomli Kanga Lawrence is going to sit down and have a conversation with Ellis Cummings surrounding anything that has to do with a possible collaboration. Yomli will not do that, because why would she do that? Yomli feels terribly disrespected, as she should, because of what Cummings has done and continues to do. Cummings is a divider. Cummings is not a leader. A leader tries to unite people. Cummings should have tried to engage the entire Liberty Party, but he chose to deal with the rogue agent in Liberty Party. Because Cummings is a novice. He does not understand politics. Because if he did, he would not be dealing with Musability. Who would he be dealing with? He will be dealing with Yomli Kanga Lawrence, Darius Delon, and the other bona fide political leaders or leaders of the Liberty Party. Those are the people Cummings would be dealing with if Cummings really did understand Liberian politics, but he does not.
Yeah, but of course, another question: have there been any president that that was elected in this country that haven't served opposition, like a senator, vice president, and just came from the blue sky and been and got elected president for our country? Have there been any?
Well, in recent time, all the people who have been elected president from as far back as Samuel Kido, but that was a coup d'etat. It was not a democratic. There was no democratic election.
I'm talking about democratically because
Charles Taylor was not elected to any position, but he worked in the government. He had a position at GSA, so he did have some public service experience. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf worked in many positions in government. No, you can't talk about Charles Taylor. Charles Taylor had government position. He held positions in government. Charles Taylor was director of GSA, director general. Yes, Ellen had several positions. She was assistant minister, deputy minister, and minister proper of the Ministry of Finance. She was also elected to the position of the Senate of Montserrat in 1985. But because the party was cheated in the election, Jackson Fiado of Liberia Action Party, Ellen decided to boycott her seat. She did not take her seat. So Ellen was elected, but did not take her seat as senator of Montserrat County. Then we go to George Weah. George Weah was elected. He was elected senator of Montserrat. He did do some time in the Senate, 2 years, I think, 2 or 3 years. And
my question is,
public sector experience. No, of all these presidents, Walker, let me just finish, then you come in. Of all these people who've been elected president in the last 20 years or 30 years, every single one of them has had some public sector experience, either in an elected position or a political appointment. But Cummings has neither, zero experience. Yeah, but go on.
Yeah, my question was just based on Mr. Cummings because
he has no public sector experience, Baba. Zero.
Yeah, but he should know he should know our politics because you can just come from the blue sky and want to be elected president. No matter what it is, you don't want to serve in any position. You don't want to be a vice president. You don't want to go to the Senate. You don't want to go to the House of Representatives, but just the presidency. And
he has his right. Again, I would defend Mr. Cummings' right to want to be president. I will defend it. I would disagree with him on every other thing, but I believe that people, when it's a right, it's a right. He has his right to want to be president. But do I want him to be president? No, I don't want him to be president. That's why I support Joseph Boakai. But he has his right. I believe respecting people's rights. Even when I call on my people to not attend the so-called retired sovereign rally, I still defended their right to do their rally. Yesterday morning when we were on this show, what did I say to George Weah? That he was bloody wrong, dead wrong, for attacking the people for organizing their rally. You see that? So he has his right, Walker. Anyway, go on.
Yes, of course he do have his right, but what I'm saying is that Mr. Cummings.
But here's the problem with him. He is blinded by his ambition. He is blinded by his ambition and he's desperate. He thinks that running a good campaign can help you win an election. No. You have to be likable. The people have to cozy up to you. The people have to like you. The people have to want you. And Cummings does not have charisma. Well, I'm not saying Joe Bugger has a lot of charisma too. That's not what I'm saying, if I'm being fair. But here's what Joe Bugger has that Cummings does not have. Joe Bugger is likable. Joe Bugger is likable. Joe Bugger has appeal. Joe Bugger has statesmanship and he has integrity and he's likable. Joe Bugger's humility, his likability, and his statesmanship. People look at Joe Bugger, they see a harmless, decent, elderly statesman. That's what they see when they see Joe Bugger. That's what they see. When you look at Joe Bugger, you see this likable, harmless, decent statesman who has an untainted record. Even though he worked in government for 25 years in the public service, 12 of which as vice president, but you can't pin any serious corruption allegation on Joe Bugger. I said serious because even the people who will tell you, before Amos Sawyer died, what did he do? All that nonsense that Amos Sawyer fired Joe Bugger for corruption. Amos Sawyer told the Liberian people that he was pressured into dismissing Joe Burger as LPRC boss. And you know what? I know the person who forced Amos Sawyer to fire Joe Burger. I know the person very, very well. I know the person, but I will not call her name because you know what? Joe Burger asked me to just forget it. We talked about it. He said, Henry, just forget it. Because you know what? Joe Burger doesn't hold mileage. He told me, he said, Henry, you know, one day he and I were talking after Amos Sawyer had already said that, right? You remember Amos Sawyer had a press conference?
Yeah.
He had to appear on a local radio station. And he said that he was pressured. He said, look, I want to address this thing today. People say, oh, I fired Joe Burger as LPRC boss because Joe Burger did corruption. He said, Joe Burger didn't do corruption. Joe Burger is a decent, honest man. I fired him because we were in an interim government with factional people. There were different factions. And one of the factions in the government, they were not a rebel faction, but they were a political faction. They pressured me into dismissing Joe Burger from the job because they didn't like him. And you know why they didn't like Joe Burger? Because Joe Burger was straight like an arrow. So Amos Sawyer was pressured. He said it out of his own mouth. The recording is here. We got it. Then me and Uncle Joe talked. He asked me, said, Henry, do you know the person that Amos Sawyer talked about that forced him to fire me? I said, yes, I know. He was surprised how I knew it. He said, but Henry, you probably know everything. I said, I know. I called a name to him. He said, how you know? And we laughed about it. Then I told him, he said, I will talk it. I said, I will say it. Who told Amos Sawyer to fire you? You know what Joe Burger told me? He said, Henry, just forget it. Just forget it. Then, listen, the person whose mother forced Amos Sawyer to fire Joe Burger, the person ran to somebody to call me and said, man, please talk to Costa not to call my man name. Listen, the person, after Joe Burger told me not to call the person's mother's name, they told their mom, Joe Burger man gave me hard time to LPRC. The person was in the petroleum business, and their mom was a big woman in the Sawyer political arrangement. So they told their mom to tell Amos Sawyer to dismiss Joe Burger because Joe Burger was being difficult. So Joe Burger told me to not say it. So I will not say it because of that. And somebody when I call me on the side and say, oh, my man tell me. That's somebody I know, cool. The person too, they call somebody, they say, please tell Costa to not call my man name. I beg you. So I will not say it for two reasons. Because Joe Burger asked me to not say it, and because they call somebody very important to me and they say the person will talk to me, so I'm not say it. So I will not say it. But I know the person who told Amos Sawyer to fire Joe Burger. And Joe Burger doesn't keep mileage. He said, just forget it, Henry. Doesn't. I don't go with that. Then imagine somebody made you lose your job, Burger, because you are straight. You're doing the right thing. And they make you lose your job because of that. And you say, I don't want to tell you, I will move on. It is not Ellen. You know, I want to you know, you don't hear it. That was not Ellen. Ellen had nothing to do with it. Y'all know I don't defend Ellen. So if that were Ellen, everybody would know, but it was not Ellen. We can't just because Ellen that devil now mean everything will go on Ellen here. Yeah, that was not Ellen. But as somebody y'all know very, very well. I mean, you don't know the mother, but you all know the son very well, the son. Okay, anyway, let's move on. Yesterday, I made a post, and I've seen a lot of people misunderstand what I posted. I posted this because the Ghanaian government yesterday, 2 days ago, announced that they're going to suspend the payments on their foreign debts. Ghana owes $55 billion in foreign debt, in debt pocket. 42% of that debt is domestic. 55 billion pocket. That's what Ghana owes in debt. 42% of that debt is domestic. Ghana owes so much money. The GDP to debt ratio in Ghana is 90.74%. GDP to debt ratio. Now, let me break it down for you. Boga got $1,000 US, and Boga owes somebody $900 US. Bwaga debt. Bwaga GDP that 1,000 US. That's what he's worth. The gross domestic product of Bwaga is 1,000 US. But Bwaga owes somebody what? 900 US. So what is Bwaga's GDP to debt ratio? Is what? 90%. Yeah, because Bwaga owes somebody 900 US and Bwaga is worth 1,000 US. So Ghana owes $55 billion in debt, Bwaga. 55 billion. Wow. Ghana owes money over Bwaga. The debt that Ghana owes represents 90.74% of Ghana's GDP. Right. No, so you know, I posted a thing and I see some people who don't understand it and they're running around it. Now, the inflation in Ghana is almost 50%. Okay, so let's say the water, you are buying the water for $2. Now in Ghana, it's almost $4 for it. Mm-hmm. Ghana is so bad off. Ghana owes $55 billion. Now, you want to understand what caused the latest Ghanaian crisis. Ghana is going through a nightmare right now. That's what I was explaining. I was not comparing the infrastructure of Ghana, the economic growth and development of Ghana to Liberia. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy to compare the entire Ghanaian economy to Liberia. I would be crazy to even do that. The GDP of Ghana is over $70 billion or something like that. Why would I compare Ghana and Liberia? That was not my point. My point is Ghana is experiencing what the economists call runaway inflation. The kind of inflation Ghana is experiencing, Liberia is not even smelling that inflation. Ghana is in so much trouble. And I'm not saying now here and saying, oh, Liberia and Ghana is Liberia is a better economy. No, but the country is struggling to the extent where the Ghanaian government has said, we will not, the public debt of Ghana in CD is 467.4 billion Ghanaian cedis, or $55 billion. And 42% of this debt as of September is domestic. They can't even pay their debts. But let me tell you what caused the problem with Ghana. Now, Ghana is trying to, in July of this year, Ghana asked the IMF for a $3 billion bailout. $3 billion. Ghana asked for a $3 billion bailout. But what can $3 billion even do for Ghana? $3 billion cannot help Ghana because the Ghanaian economy is very huge. And the money is just small to help Ghana get out of this crisis. It can't. So the point I was trying to make was largely based on the press release Ghana put out a few days ago to say, my people, all of you who we owe, we will not be able to pay your money. We will not be able to service your debts because we are going through a crisis. The crisis in Ghana is terribly, terribly bad. But let me tell you what caused the problem in Ghana, and then we'll move on to something else here. The ratings agencies, the credit rating agencies. Credit rating agencies are the agencies that can rate your economy. They will say how good your economy is, how bad your economy is. They will be able to give you your economic outlook. Now, they got the big firms, Moody's, Fitch, Standard & Poor's. Those are the big credit rating agencies. For a long time, Ghana's credit rating was B. Ghana was B, which means B is good. B is a good rating. Now, Ghana needs that credit rating. Ghana needs that credit rating in order to use that to issue bonds, to borrow money. They need a good credit rating to be able to secure bonds. To issue bonds and borrow money. Ghana needs that. But guess what happened? Moody's went ahead and downgraded Ghana's credit ratings, their credit rating to CCC, to CCC. Then they say the Ghanaian economic outlook is negative. Now, the thing about credit rating is that when you as a country or as an individual, you don't have credit, it's a good thing and it's a bad thing. Not having credit is better than having bad credit. In America, they will tell you that if you get credit, you better try your credit be good. If your credit is bad, you cannot buy a house. You cannot take car loan. You can't take anything on credit. Your credit has to be good. So these credit rating agency, S&P or Standard & Poor's, Fish, and Moody's, they downgraded Ghana to C, CCC. Then they said Ghana's economic outlook is negative. The moment they downgraded Ghana, guess what happened to Ghana? Ghana now relies on the good credit rating that they have to borrow money, but then Ghana cannot borrow money. That is what happened. Yes, that's true, Larry. For over 5 years, Ghana, their credit rating was B. But then the credit rating. So you know what messed Ghana up, guy? The credit rating agencies. They messed Ghana up. They said, Ghana, your credit rating, we're dropping it from B to CCC.
Wow.
Liberia doesn't get credit rating. Liberia does not have a credit rating. So guess what? You can't tell whether we're negative or whether we're positive because we don't have a credit rating. We don't. Liberia does not have a credit rating at all. But Ghana has a credit rating, which is a good thing for them. But because they did that, so Ghana now started having trouble with doing what, Wakai? They can borrow money to finance their inputs. Because Ghana needs USD to input. Because you cannot go and use Ghana cedis to import goods that you need. You have to convert it to USD. That's what you have to do. You have to convert it to USD. So now Ghana has a problem, what they call a balance of payments problem. A balance of payments problem in an economy is where you need the amount of foreign exchange that's coming into the country. Foreign exchange in this case is USD. The amount of foreign exchange that's coming into the country is enough for you to be able to use it to make more inputs or to finance your international inputs. And the amount of goods that you're exporting out of your country, the amount of goods that you're exporting out of your country is enough for you to be there is a balance. You're making enough from exporting. You are not just heavily relying on imports, but you're making enough money from exporting. Balance of payments. That is the problem. So Ghana has a balance of payments crisis. They don't have access to enough USD and to finance the international imports because the credit rating agencies have downgraded Ghana's credit ratings to CCC, Moody's, Standard & Poor's, and Fish. So their imports, which of course have always exceeded their exports, but now on top of that, they are not fetching enough USD to finance their imports. Now, $3 billion is what they're asking the IMF for, and the people are saying we don't want the IMF. Since Ghana declared independence in 1957, March the 6th, I believe, Ghana has borrowed money from the IMF 17 times. Ghana has done 17 IMF programs. Ghana is in a big crisis. Now, when I was saying, oh, the problem in Ghana, some people, Ghana issued 13.1% of Ghana's debt is to Euro bonds. They issued Euro bonds. They owe China 1.7% of their total debt stock. The Paris Club of Creditor Nations, Ghana owes 1.9%. Other commercial institutions, Ghana owes 3.2% of their total debt stock. And then, of course, multilateral debt is the second largest component of Ghana's debt, is 8.1%. So now, Ghana said the other day, We're no longer going to be using USD to buy oil, crude oil. We're going to use gold. Because you know what, Waka? Ghana produces a lot of gold. Because the reason Ghana is saying we're not going to be using USD to buy crude oil, because they have to use the Ghana CD to convert it to US dollar, and the exchange rate has gone up. What is the current exchange rate? The Ghana CD and the dollar, my man, it is sad. The Ghana CD was very, very strong, Waka. It was one US dollar to 5 Ghana cedis the last time I went to Ghana. But now, Waka, the current exchange rate in Ghana, let me find the thing. What is the CD trailing for right now? Yeah, there you go. It's 8 CDs to 1 US dollar. It's 4 to 5 CD to $1. Okay. Now it is 8.9 CDs to 1 US dollar. Okay. So I wasn't making a comparison. But don't I sit on the show every day and talk about how well Ghana was doing economically?
Yes, we did.
How Ghana is developing. You went to Ghana and talking about how Ghana is doing so well. We're not talking about the infrastructure of the Ghanaian economy. We're talking about the current inflationary crisis that Ghana is facing. That's what we're talking, the current crisis that Ghana is facing. Inflation in Ghana is the worst. Right now is the worst currency in the world right now against the US dollar is the Ghana cedi. The worst is the Ghana cedi. So that was the point I was trying to make, that the Ghana economy is doing extremely badly right now. Right now, they can't issue Euro bonds because you know what? They issue those bonds, one guy. Somebody just said it has dropped again. Sam Jabba said last week it was 12 Ghana cedi to 1 US dollar. You see that? You see what the guy just said? 12 Ghana cedi to 1 US dollar. Last December, it was 5.1 Ghana cedi. You see that? So now it's 12 Ghana cedi to 1 US dollar. So that means there's a 300% drop in the value of the Ghana cedi against the US dollar. That means and Ghana has to use US dollar to go and buy to finance the international imports, but they're having trouble because of the drop in the thing. So that's the point I was trying to make. I wasn't trying to tell you that Georgia economy is better than the Ghanaian economy. I'm not crazy. Ghana has been one of the most prosperous economies in Africa, but they are doing terribly badly right now because the credit rating agencies decided to downgrade Ghana's credit rating. That's all. The moment they downgraded Ghana started dropping. So I hope you understand. And you know, sometimes it's difficult to discuss. I've learned that, especially from that post yesterday. A lot of people were confused. Oh, but what was I saying? So because see, most of the people who are talking, they don't know what's happening in Ghana. You see, they don't know what's happening in Ghana. And so Abraham Abondo said is now $1 US to 12.5 Ghana cedis. You see that? $1 US to 12.5 Ghana cedi. You see that? So sometimes, Bwagai, you can't discuss certain things, especially when you're an opposition figure. Because when people don't understand it, they will think that you're trying to help. I'm not trying to promote no government. I'm just saying Ghana is doing very badly. I'm not talking about the overall Ghana economy. The Ghana economy is much, much more developed, far more advanced than the Liberian economy. I will never compare the Liberian economy and the Ghanaian economy. But I'm saying the current crisis that is happening in Ghana, it is extremely bad. That's what I'm talking about. And when the inflation that they're having, Bwakai, it has put a terrible pinch on the ordinary Ghanaians. Things that they used to buy for 2 Ghana cedis, now they're buying them for 4 Ghana cedis or 5 Ghana cedis. Because their inflation is around 45 to 50%, just around there. So this is the point I was trying to make. And so you take it, you run away. I see my junior brother Martin Colley running on Facebook. Martin Colley, you don't understand the issue in Ghana. You know why he wrote in a post? Every time I talk the post now because the posts are confusing people. People don't know these things. You don't know what I'm talking about. I make it my duty to research and to study these things. So sometimes when you talk about it, people don't understand it. It will be a problem. So sometimes you just keep your mouth shut because people don't understand it. So Martin Colley wrote in a Facebook post that the reason why the Ghana economy is doing problem right now because foreign business people are taking out a lot of US, they are transferring a lot of US out of Ghana right now. Martin, you're so wrong. That's not the problem. You don't understand anything about what happened with the Ghanaian economy because foreign business people were always taking money out when I forgot. So what Martin trying to say right now, the only reason why the economy is because foreign business. So all the years foreign business put in Ghana, they were not taking money out.
They just started it.
Yeah, no, they just started. Yeah, so I read Martin. I was like, Martin, come on, I'm very disappointed. I read Martin Collins, but I was very disappointed. He just said, foreign business people are taking a lot of money out of the Ghanaian economy right now. That's the reason why the Ghanaian people are having balance of payment crisis. Are you kidding me, Martin? No, that's not why. It's because early this year in February, Standard & Poor's, Moody's, and Fitch Ratings, those credit ratings agencies downgraded Ghana's credit rating. That is what they did to Ghana. So it has nothing to do with foreign business people taking money out of Ghana, Martin. You don't understand that at all. This happened back in February. And the Ghanaian economy has been in a crisis because of that. So you can say, I'm trying to say, Liberia doesn't even have an economy to compare with Ghana. There is no, Ghana has a very sophisticated economy. They book our credit rating, guy. We don't even have it. What does that tell you? The economy is so sophisticated that they have a credit rating. And based on their credit rating, Ghana can issue Euro bonds. Euro bond are bond that they can issue what? To borrow money. They can issue bond. Guy. Give her 200 billion. Give her 200 million. Ghana can just write a piece of paper. Do you know why Ghana can just issue a piece of paper in order to borrow money? Because of their credit rating. Okay. Their credit rating is good. So they can issue a piece of paper. In exchange, you give them what? Money. But you know what happened now? Because their credit rating has been downgraded. So Ghana now cannot issue anybody a Euro bond to borrow. So to my dear brother Martin Colley, no disrespect to you, but you don't understand the situation with the Ghanaian economy right now. Go read further. Ghana's credit rating was downgraded in February of this year by several credit ratings agencies. Standard & Poor's, Moody's, and Fitch Ratings. And I think a few others. They mess with Ghana. They mess with Ghana too bad. And you can't blame them, Baka. You know what they said? They said Ghana is high risk because Ghana owes so much money. And they're saying Ghana will not be able to finance these debts. So they mess with Ghana. $55 billion is what Ghana owes in debt. $55 billion, Baka. Let's go to the phone lines and take some calls then. So I just want you to understand this. I wasn't doing this to try to promote no government. I was sitting here and promote yesterday. I was blasting the poor to promote CDC or to promote government. You see, but you have to understand that the point I was trying to make is these things are happening in other places. But you know what I will not do next time? If I want to explain something to you, I will come and say it on the show. But when I post it, it's difficult to explain everything in a post. But it's easier to explain it verbally. So next time I will not post it because people don't know what's happening. And so when you post it, and people will be like, no, So the point I was trying to make is that Ghana has debts that they cannot afford to pay, and Ghana is in a serious crisis. But this does not mean that the Ghanaian economy and the Liberian economy are in the same league. Ghana is way, 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 way more advanced than us. One clear example, look at the GDP. Look at the GDP. Look at how sophisticated the Ghanaian economy is. They have a credit rating. Liberian got credit rating. Liberian got credit rating. Oh. This is a Nelly. Ghana cannot take 1 year to repair their credit. You're so mistaken. The crisis in Ghana will go on for years. Now, according to me, according to the experts, because right now, Ghana is falling deeper into a crisis. They're falling deeper into a crisis. They will not fix their problem right now. But the economy is way more sophisticated. Way more sophisticated than our economy. Way more sophisticated. But that was not the point I was making. The point I was making is the crisis that they're dealing with, the inflation, the hardship that it has brought. You can have all the big buildings and everything, but inflation is the enemy of the poor man. Inflation is the enemy of the poor man. So the poor people in Ghana are suffering. That is the point I was trying to make. But then again, in Liberia, so certain conversation, you should not even initiate them because most people will not understand. And when they don't understand, they will start seeing it a different way. So just keep it to yourself. So the next time I come upon anything like that, trust me, I will not say anything. Yeah, I will not say anything. In fact, Ghana not going through no problems. Ghana is perfect. In fact, Ghana, their debt stock is zero. They don't owe any money, sir. The Ghana economy is perfect. Everything is great in Ghana. Everything is perfect. Yeah? To make some people happy. Let's go to the phone line and take some calls. I have learned. Next time, I will not say anything about anything at all. Everything is perfect in Ghana. In fact, the Ghana economy is doing better, sir, than the American economy. Yeah. Oh yeah, the Ghana economy, they're doing better than the American economy. They are the most sophisticated economy in the world. Because people don't want you to educate them. You see? So sometimes you gotta just leave them, people. Sometimes you don't. I'm trying to educate people about credit rating. For example, did you know Ghana operates based on credit rating?
No.
And you just got educated this morning. Did you know that there is a company called Standard & Poor's, and there's another company called Moody's, there's another company called Fish, and these companies can basically give you credit rating for your whole country, and based on that credit rating, you can use it to issue bonds and borrow money. Did you know that before? Did you know that back in February, they downgraded Ghana's credit rating, which is what causing the problem to Ghana? Did you know that? No.
We don't even. I don't know that you're only 55 billion.
You don't know Ghana owe 55 billion. It's all you can Google it right now. You will see everything. Ghana owe 55 billion. In July, Ghana asked for 3 billion from the IMF. All I'm trying to do is to educate. But some people say I'm gonna show my more. We not want to hear nothing. No problem. Next time anything happening in Guinea or Ghana or wherever, I will not talk anything about it. But let's go to the phone lines. Yeah, because some people don't want to be educated. That's the only thing I was trying to do yesterday by my post was to educate. But I will leave it here. I will not try to educate people. Let's take some calls there, Baka.
All right, 0770-102-102-86, 010-383-555, 102-102. The WhatsApp number is +231-888-6241.
I'm just trying to educate you. How many people know the company they call Fish? Standard & Poor's. You don't even know these companies. Like when I get credit rating, I pray one day in the future we'll have credit rating. But do you know the benefits of having a credit rating, Baka? Like a credit score for an individual. Baka, in this country, when you got good credit score, you can go get you can take a mortgage of $500,000 house or $600,000 house or $300,000 house for 30 years based on your credit score, Biggie. You can drive, you can go to a Mercedes-Benz or a Range Rover dealership and you can drive away with a brand new vehicle or putting down $1. Including the license plate. They will make the license plate for you and send it and send it off. They will make the license plate and pay for everything for you. They will send it. You will not pay $1. That's when you got good credit score. So when you don't have good credit score in this country, because don't forget everything else you will have to pay for a cash. So Ghana got credit rating because the Ghanaian economy is sophisticated compared to ours. They are sophisticated, but they get credit rating. So Ghana was there because they got good credit rating for a long time. They had B. Their credit rating was B. Thinking, you know what Ghana was doing? Ghana was just borrowing. So, brother, all the roads you can see in Ghana that we can be praising. All the bridges in Ghana that we can be praising. All the infrastructure in Ghana, they are so borrow.
Wow.
You hear it? They are so borrow. All the things that you see in Ghana, so borrow. Ghana just borrowing. Y'all get all the money. Y'all get all the money. 2 billion, 3 billion, 4 billion. So they borrow until they develop the country. But guess what? At least they develop the country. And then
they are developing.
Developing. No, I'm trying to educate my people. Some of my people say, I'm not listening to some of you. I should educate them. So Ghana borrow, but they develop the country. They didn't steal the money. They develop the country. But now, things not get bad now. They can't pay the money. But no problem. We'll pay. When we die, our children will pay. Let's go take some calls. let's take some calls. Our job is and inform. Hold on, y'all. Let me Sylvester tell me now. I'm gonna bust my phone. I'm gonna send here a wife today, Mrs. Kema TJ Na. Today is her birthday. Happy birthday to Mrs. Kema TJ Na, the darling wife of our general manager, the general manager of Roots Holdings Incorporated. Mr. Sylvester Teves now, his wife celebrates her birthday today. And today is also their 3rd wedding anniversary. They got married 3 years ago today. So congratulations to Mr. Sylvester Teves now. To those of you who don't know, he's a legally married man. He's a happily married man. And to all the Jews, stay away from him because he's a happily married man. He does not want to be bothered with you. Because but what are you laughing for? I'm telling the people that the man is a happily, legally married man. So all the girls with their temptations, they should stay away from Mr. Sylvester Teves. Now he does not want you. He's a happily married man. His darling wife is Mrs. Kema TJ Na, and they got married on her birthday. Just so you know.
Yeah. I should cut it off. So today is the let me say happy birthday. And Momo the Critical Johnson also happy birthday.
Oh, before I can get in trouble, Jesus brother now. But why Teves and Momo can get along? Momo was born on the same day as Teves' wife. So the two of them should be able to get along. Today is the birthday of the indefatigable. The indefatigable. What are the adjectives? The dynamic. The ever-potent.
Chairman.
The ever-potent chairman of the mighty voice of justice.
So,
Momo the Critical Johnson. Today is the man. Where is he? I guess he in the studio there somewhere. He in office.
Yeah.
Oh, man, you gotta put a man on small. Put Momo on small, man. But I beg you.
Hey, the chairman.
The indefatigable, the ever potent, the dynamic. Momo the Critical Johnson. Happy birthday to you. The uncompromising. But Nana Poga uncompromising. Momo the real uncompromising.
Poga was compromised, but Momo is the real uncompromising.
The real uncompromising. That Momo Johnson. Momo, we celebrate you today as you celebrate your birthday. We'll find a birthday morning. I said to all our people, this is a revolutionary mandate. You are hereby mandated to send a birthday to Momo for being the indefatigable, the critical, the real uncompromising, the dynamic. Momo Tona, let him talk small, baga. Tell him I'm going to Momo, let Momo talk small.
What the chairman? First of all, I'm deeply homo.
So,
for my leader, no, let me say this. I'm gonna go and say.
So, come and speak.
There have been a lot of birthdays in my life, but for this one, It is the call and messages. The entire Facebook have been blocked. And I think this is a blessing. This is a blessing. I just want to pray for long life, good health, for you, my leader, who paved the road for me and continue to inspire me over this year. There are a lot of people who don't even know me, but they posting my picture all on Facebook. Look, I'm one of the richest men today when it comes to birthday post, you know.
So,
And so you know, look, I'm overjoyed, man. I'm overjoyed. I just want to appreciate all those who took their time, you know, I mean, to post my picture. And look, but I mean, we're standing waiting by the office.
Where are we celebrating?
yeah.
Little have already given the money. I think I
My man, what the mobile money number? The people asking for the mobile money number. Call the mobile money number.
0886.
Wait, hold on. Let me put it in there for Momo Johnson. Momo, but no credit card here, Neo. When it comes to the mobile money number, there's no credit card. Yeah, Momo.
No credit card.
All right, so it's plus 231 88
231
Uh-huh.
42.
No, but call it stop in the 88 2 plus 231
086. That's plus 231 886
42
uh-huh
2006.
42206. Okay, let me repeat the number. 886 42 2006.
Exactly.
Okay, folks. The mobile money right here. I put it
Get
right
it
here.
Yeah.
I begin. Don't make phone.
It will happen.
I will mark you, Jera Katuso.
All right, so at the birthday man mobile money that you know something gotta die. No matter what you're saying, I gotta say something. If I'm not saying something, all the something says it man I get nothing. So something gotta die today. But let's go to the lines. We gotta take some calls.
All right. 077.
I get critical inside. It's just Momo Johnson, no critical. When it comes to more money, there's no critical. Yeah, so we want to say again, happy birthday to Momo Johnson, and happy birthday to Mrs. Kima T.J. Na, the wife of our general manager, Mr. Sylvester Teves Na, and congratulations to Mr. Teves Na and his darling wife as they celebrate their 3rd wedding anniversary today. So, Vaga, let's go to the lines. Let's take some calls there.
Good morning. Yeah, welcome. Good morning.
Yeah, that's still be somebody calling from South.
Okay, welcome.
Yeah, I want to use this time to first of all recognize and give a birthday speech to my leader, Mama the Critical Johnson. You know, today is my leader's birthday, and we are on our way from South now to come and celebrate our leader's birthday to the family headquarters. But leader, you know, you have been great for other people, you know, even those are coming on the road to go for God already. Because for me to hear my leader on the radio, it just motivated me and made me to be there. Just, you know, I don't know what to say, but I want to use this time to tell you that thank you for praising my leader.
All right.
The leader, the Critical Johnson, and all that again.
All right, thank you so much. Let me take another person from this line here, the WhatsApp number. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Blanca. Good morning, Costa, and happy birthday to Momo. So I just wanted to say real quick that what everything Costa just said is true. Credit ratings, they are the determinants of how money comes into your country. It is so important. Ghana is one of the 4 countries in ECOWAS that have credit rating. Back in August of 2019, when Ghana credit rating was raised by one of the credit rating agencies, it was Moody's. They raised, Ghana went directly to the capital markets, and Ghana was able to borrow 138 million. Liberia, that has no credit rating, where did they go to borrow money? They went to Eton. They went to Iboma. Because they cannot borrow money from serious people. So they go to all the little side shows to borrow money. When they try to raise money through CBL bills, they can only raise about $130,000 from the local banks. Credit ratings are so important. In 2019, when the pro-democracy movement was protesting in Hong Kong, the credit rating agencies lowered Hong Kong credit ratings. Hong Kong got pissed off. They called all the credit rating agencies and said, what are you guys doing? Credit ratings are so important. Whenever you hear the U.S. government is about to shut down, The U.S. government make sure they always do something with the budget, because if the U.S. AAA credit rating came down, they will never be able to borrow money cheap. They will borrow money, but it will not be cheap. Credit ratings are the most important determinants of economic growth. Okay. If Liberia was able to get back, I'll give me like 10 seconds.
Hold on. We need to hear
credit rating. If Liberia was able to get back, the reason Liberia doesn't have credit rating because of the debt forgiveness, the $4 billion in debt that was forgiven in 2010. So if
are you there, Larry?
Hello.
Yeah. So
yeah, go ahead. You are live. Go ahead.
Yeah, without credit ratings, your country will never develop. We used to buy and sell the debt of all these foreign countries through a system called Euroclear. That's what we did. And credit ratings are so important to raise capital. That's why the guys don't want to do that whole Eton nonsense, because they don't have credit rating. They don't know how to build their credit rating. So just wanted to throw that in there. And I'm very impressed. Costa knows his stuff in and out. I'm not sure why he even took down the post. If people don't understand it, so be it. It's there for them to learn. All right, thanks, Costa.
Yeah.
Well, Larry, I took the post down. You see, Larry knows this stuff. He lived, some of us didn't read about it, but Larry lived this stuff. He worked on Wall Street. He understands. He knows exactly. But so people who are least better than when it comes to economics, and we talk about these things. People say we shouldn't talk about it because it looks like we are promoting somebody. No, we are not promoting the government. The Ghanaian economy is in a terrible crisis. Right now, Ghana can't borrow money from nobody. So it's bad. So that's the point. But Larry, thank you so much. I really appreciate, your input. Very incisive and spot on. Thank you very much. Let's take some more calls there.
Let's take this person. Good morning.
Good morning, son Parker. Good morning.
Good morning, welcome, Paco.
Morning, welcome.
Good morning to my Costa.
Morning, Paco. Morning.
Happy birthday to my veteran from all. Ever Costa did come to the country. You not know that Paco so bad. You show me. I really want to see you one-on-one.
I will see you, bro.
I want to see you. We'll come to you by the grace of God to the airport, and you come to the store. 3 hours, my senator, Dara Dion, you show the Paco. Part of the topic. Ever Costa, while waiting for next to get one voting report card. The former president, Labrenko waiting for.
Yep, the next president, Jose Human Boagai.
Yeah, Pedro. There's a coming waiting down. Nobody waiting. But he the apple on top. Somewhere feeling the income. And people running there in man or hypocrite. Want to betray the CPT. But no one deserves. See what happened today to him. See the amount of money, money say, take that money, Pedro, and then we can help people carry the hospital room, get the people. Going in the community, get the people when you do. Martin Kula take our money, you drown it. So never deny. This is Nima Kwaka ask Paco will run the cafe and the Pedro will run the cafe. Never deny. Going public control, but we are free to welcome you. We are free to come up here working safe. Thank you, Pedro. God bless you. Thank you, brother.
Thank you. Baga, hold on there. Let me respond to Mr. Stephen Addo Jr. Mr. Addo, you are correct. You are correct. Ghana can still borrow money, but it will be at a very, very high rate. The interest rate will be very high. The overall cost of the economy will be very high because their credit rating has been significantly downgraded. So, and their economic outlook has been projected as being negative. So who wants to borrow money to a country with a downgraded credit rating and with an economic outlook that has been deemed as being negative? So you are right. They can borrow, but the cost of borrowing will be just ridiculously very high. You are very, very correct. Let's take more calls there.
All right. Let's take this person. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Musa, my nephew. Danaturo, You say Momo birthday through me. You said no birthday through me for Momo. I beg you.
Okay, now take this person on the line. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Leader Costa, and good morning, Buaka. My name is Emmanuel M.K. Jackson. I join you for my COP office this morning. Leader.
Oh, Miss, we just lost you on the line there. I don't know what happened. All right. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Buaka. Put it on a.
Are you there, Bagai? Did we lose you? Oh, we've got 10 more minutes to go. I don't know what's going on with Bagai's connection. Bagai, are you there? It looks like we lost Bagai. Looks like we lost Bagai. Looks like we lost Bagai. Please bear with us. Bear with us. We will get Bagai back shortly. 27, 21. Nice. Okay. Bear with us, please. We'll get Bagai back shortly. I have no idea what happened, but we should get him back shortly. Hold on, we'll get Bagai back shortly, folks. Oh yeah, Larry knows this stuff. Larry has an impressive. Let me find Larry's CV. Let me see. I got Larry Kennedy's CV here. I need to tell you about Larry's CV. Larry, not small man. You know, he's okay. I believe I have Larry Kennedy's CV right here. Hold on. Aha. This is Larry Kennedy's CV. Yeah, nine days ago before we come. But I'm waiting for Bagai to come back on so I can read Larry Kennedy's CV for you. Larry, not small man. He's a consummate professional, many years under his belt. So Larry Kennedy's CV updated as of August 10, 2021. Let's start with his education. Larry is doing a Doctor of Business Administration in Finance. Well, he already finished doing that. He did his dissertation at Wilmington University, Doctor of Business Administration. So he's getting a doctorate degree in business administration. He's already done that. I think Larry is finished with that. So he has a doctorate degree in that. Then Larry has an MBA, Master of Business Administration in Finance, graduated with honors from Wilmington University. He has a second MBA in Management Information Systems from Wilmington University. Then he has a Bachelor of Science degree from City University of New York, Bernard M. Baruch College, Bachelor of Science degree in Finance and minor in Economics. Then Larry has he has an associate, he has City University of New York, Manhattan Community College. He has an associate degree in Applied Science in Finance. Then we go to his certifications, project management, professional PMP, Lean Six Sigma, University of Delaware, Microsoft Office Specialist, Master of Systems Design, University of Delaware. Then we go to his work experience. Akino Technology, Executive Vice President from 2015 to current, Delaware Technical College, Adjunct Professor, Finance and Economics, 2015 to current, Community College of Philadelphia, Adjunct Instructor, Business Leadership, 2019 to present, J.P. Morgan Chase and Company, J.P. Morgan. If you know this, you know this. It's one of the biggest financial institutions in America. Larry served as vice president of JP Morgan Chase from 2008 to 2015 in the investment banking and fixed income trading department or division. Hold on. Then Larry also served as vice president, JP Morgan prime broker, Bear Stearns, the vice president from 2004 to 2008 in the investment banking and fixed income operations division. He also served as vice president for JP Morgan Securities Incorporated from 1994 to 2004, fixed income settlements. Again, JP Morgan Securities Incorporated, operations specialist from 1985 to 1994, fixed income settlements. That's Larry's CV. That's impressive. One of the very few Liberians we have with that kind of background. That's why we made sure Larry is in the Joseph Boakai camp. But Larry doesn't really want to work in government. That's the point. So the folks on the radio didn't hear Larry's CV, right? You didn't hear it, right? Okay?
No.
So I'm going to read Larry Kennedy's CV again so that people can hear it. Larry Kennedy's CV updated as of August 10th, 2021. Larry has a doctorate degree in business administration. He's completed that already. A doctorate degree in business administration and finance from Wilmington University. Doctorate degree in business administration and finance. Larry has an MBA, a master's MBA in finance. He graduated with honors from Wilmington University. Larry has another MBA in management information systems from Wilmington University. That's 2 MBAs. Then he has a Bachelor of Science degree in finance, minor in economics from City University of New York, Bernard M. Baruch College. Then he has an associate degree from City University of New York and associate in applied science in finance. So we go to his certifications: project management professional, PMP, Lean Six Sigma, University of Delaware, Microsoft Office specialist, master systems design, University of Delaware. Then we go to his experience: a keynote technology, executive vice president, 2015 to present, Delaware Technical College, adjunct professor, finance and economics. Larry is an adjunct professor in finance and economics, Delaware Technical College, 2015 to present. Community College of Philadelphia, Larry is an adjunct instructor there in business leadership, 2019 to current. Then we go to corporate America, JP Morgan Chase and Company, one of the biggest banking institutions or financial services institutions in America and in the world. Larry was vice president from 2008 to 2015 in their investment banking and fixed income trading division. JP Morgan Chase and Company again. Larry was in their JP Morgan prime broker and Bear Stearns was vice president from 2004 to 2008, investment banking and fixed income operations. JP Morgan Securities Incorporated. So he worked in multiple divisions of JP Morgan. In JP Morgan Securities Incorporated, Larry was vice president from 1994 to 2004. That's 10 years. Then in their fixed income settlements division of JP Morgan Securities Incorporated. Then we go to JP Morgan Securities Incorporated again, operations specialist from 1985 to 1994 in the fixed income settlements division. So folks, that's Larry Kennedy there for you. Very seasoned, very well educated, of course, very experienced. Let's go to the lines and take some more calls there. We've got only 2 more minutes to go. Let's take a few calls there. So when you hear me say Larry knows his stuff, Larry does knows his stuff. He knows that he lived it. He did it for so many years. So, and I want to thank Larry for coming out there to back me up in a situation in Ghana. This is what it is. It is what it is. Ghana is in a terrible, 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 terrible crisis, and it's just a fact. But the economy is far more sophisticated than our economy. There's no comparison. That is not where I intended to make the comparison.
Let's take this person on the line. Good morning.
How you doing, brother?
I'm okay. Where are you calling us from?
I'm Thomas William calling from Minnesota.
All right, go ahead.
Thank you very much. I just want to highlight on what Leader Costa was saying about Ghana's situation. Leader Costa was very right. But sometimes you find yourself in a certain strategic position in a society, then you have to be very careful how you project your thoughts. Yeah. So he was right. The credit rating is the same as the credit score in America. And those who did financial investment analysis or those who live in America will get it clear. The higher your credit score, the higher your credit line. So you get good credit line based on your credit score. So you have to utilize that credit line strategically so that you can maintain good standing. If for any mistake, you go above 30%, because you should use almost 30% of your credit rating. So if you go above that, what happens if your minimum payment, your minimum debt payment, if it used to be $45 per month, because you have gone above that, your minimum monthly payment will increase from $45 to $50 or $60 because of something like a mismanagement in your credit score. That is applicable to Ghana. Ghana has a very good credit score rating, but when our debt continue to exceed, that's where the problem came about. So he's correct, but in Liberia, I want him to just do it with a comparison. Maybe not a comparison to mention Liberia is supposed to be that where the problem came from, but it's 100% right.
Okay.
And thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We'll take 2 more calls. Then we wrap it up on today's edition of the show. 077-0102-102-886, 010383. That would take Martina Konate, the Costa Princess, on this line here quickly. Martina,
9 more days to go. We'll be in Liberia.
Morning, brother. Morning, the leader. Morning to our many listeners. Martina Konate, Costa Princess, soon to be senator, that's all the land in money. But brother, when I got me to my car, I got me cry the money.
I know.
Yeah. Leader, think what you put our post down yesterday. Because me yesterday when I read that post, go see you compare Ghana to Liberia. You don't small more cry. I'm coming though, but I was waiting for the people. The way the people they were coming here, waiting for somebody to come to say you or not that comment. The person I was coming attack. Because you don't know that certain thing will you hear Costa you see. They in love with this government, it frustrates every one of us.
Yeah.
But like what you did yesterday, and I want someone who will continue to follow you.
I took it down because people were confused.
You took the post down, and this morning you take your time to make us to understand. And you should know that the less quantity education we get in the country, not everybody benefiting from it. So that certain thing when you post will not even understand will see a different way. But like what you did yesterday, you acted like a real leader.
I heard that yesterday.
And this morning you take your time to make us understand. But I was waiting for any person to go on there to go attack anybody because they're expressing yourself. But like I said, we'll continue to follow you because you always there to educate us. And you know, I can post make it today, yeah, we feel that kind of post. So yesterday, I did the first person pressure coming to test. Before I even said I was really impressed yesterday. But thank you for making us understand. Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Martina. You see, there's something called the curse of leadership. When you are a leader, people look up to you. It's a burden, it's a curse as well. It's a good thing, but it has a curse. So you got to be careful. So certain things, people look. Hey, Joey, I get $1 billion from somewhere today. People didn't want me to even talk about it. I should not say a word. But when Liberia passed on the MCC, right? And we were bullying them for years, every year when they fail, and we used to play fun.
Yeah.
So the 1 year they finally passed, I sat down for long and said, but we bullied them for years when they fail. is it not fair for us to just do a post to say congratulations to Liberia for passing on the MCC? We did that. But you know, some people, they didn't even like it. They didn't want me to say it, to even congratulate the government for passing. But then when the government didn't get the money, what did we do?
We come back for them.
And we came back for them.
Yeah.
We came back, we bullied the government. Good. They didn't get the money. You pass, then you not get a scorecard. You pass, you go to school, you pass. Then they give you your reward. Now, what kind of passing is that? You know, that what they call passing on a condition.
You pass, they give you report card.
You pass, they get you report card. but so you know, I realize it. You know, because I'm Henry Costa. I can't be like. I have to be careful. I can't say certain things because people will misunderstand it and people's feelings will get hurt. And certain things are too complicated for people to understand. And even I myself, I don't know everything about it. But the little I know, you know, so sometimes I would just keep them to myself. Maybe people like me and Larry can have that conversation. Larry knows way more about it than I do. But he and I will talk about it. I mean, you see what happened in Ghana, the economic situation, so we can talk about that with certain people. But with certain people, I will not talk. Because when I talk, they say, oh, so you promoting the government. Some people say the reason I did a post because I'm going to Liberia, so I don't know about Jovia to bother me. Yeah. But yesterday morning, I was dealing with Jovia. Yesterday morning, then one post, I will do it, then Jovia, they happy with me. Jovia and myself, I can never support Wia. And the reason is simple. Because I love Liberia too much to support Wia. Wia is bad for the country. I can never support George Wia for president. Never. When he came to power, when he had not done anything, when he had not started doing all the things, I gave George Wia, what did I give George Wia, Bogai? The benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
He had just come in. He had just come in. We said, but everybody did it. The number one, even Joseph Bogai, they said, when I criticizing George Wia, Cummings, they all said, look, this man just came in. Let's watch and see what he does. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Boakai, that boss started behaving like you take hungry man, you carry him into a restaurant, he say, yeah, the food here. He started breaking down a 9th Street place, building new mansion. The other place there, expanding Jamaica Resort, doing this one, doing that one. So you know, it was just embarrassing. So I pulled back my support. I supported Wia for 10 months when he came to power. But Wia was a disappointment. And you know, some people used to say, oh, the reason Costa withdrew his support because they put in getting what he wanted. That was Sidician used to say. But I have direct access. I blast Wia here all the time. Wia can still pick up the phone and call me. And you know, the thing about it, I tell you people this. When Wia call me, I can tell you. Mm-hmm. When we are coming, yesterday I told you, I said we are coming on Saturday. He called me. He messaged me first, complaining about Cummings' bodyguard carrying gun to the protest. I'm not the president. Brother Timothy Sonny Boss Smith, the president of a Republican, to complain to me that Cummings' bodyguard carried gun to protest. Then he said, Costa, you see, people get arrested to protest, but people might not carry gun to protest. I say, yeah, that's true. But and not true. People might not carry gun to protest. So he sent me a message complaining and sent me the picture of Cummings' bodyguard with a gun. And he is right. People might not carry a gun to protest. But the point about it, that means he's not going to complain to. Who am I? Better than me? The president of the Republic.
No. You do criminal justice. You know much about it.
No, you're right. Yeah. I'm a criminal justice man. I got master's degree in criminal justice. But I have not practiced the thing. I have not practiced criminal justice. But the president will call me and say, my man, somebody can't go to protest. I told him, I said, yes, you are right. The man should not carry a gun to the protest. The only thing I was interested in what he was telling me was what he told Joe Biden. And the one I was interested in, the one he told Joe Biden, say, according to you, he said, I told His Excellency Joseph R. Biden, he called him a phone, he making speech. Okay. He called him a phony, Joseph Arabadi. I told His Excellency Joseph Arabadi that I will make sure the election will be free and fair. I said, thank you, Babu. Babu, thank you. So they want our interested in. So my brother Timothy Sonny Smith, that they want our interested in. That he told Joseph Biden that he will make sure the election will be free and fair. But was that not a good conversation? The man said he told Joe Biden, he said he promised Joe Biden that the election will be free and fair. And he said to me, he said, Costa, we took part in election in the country. It was not favorable to us. Did we make trouble? No. He said, so if the people don't vote for us, we will not make trouble. I said, thank you, Papa. I said, thank you, Papa. That's what he told me. That's what he told me. So my sister Emma Sherry said the next time he called me, I will tell you to start using the house of God to throw jabs. Emma, you are right. I will tell him that. The next time he called me, I'll tell you, my man, and you know when he and myself talking, I can be calling him Mr. President or he can call me brother. I can call him brother. That's how we can talk. We don't be talking, yes, sir, President. No, we don't do that. Yeah, I don't talk that way. And not that I don't recognize him as the president, but that's not how we talk. I told him about the AFL God thing, but he never brought it up. I messaged him about the AFL God thing, the problem with the AFL guy, but he never brought it up, so I forgot to bring it up when he called me. I was not expecting him to call me, so I never brought it up. But he called to complain comments. He called the late comments complain to me. But who am I? Who am I? But to call the late LS company, come and carry a gun, come and bodyguard carry the gun. But the one I was interested in that he told me that I was interested in, that I'm telling you all, he told me, he said, because I told His Excellency Joseph Arabadi, he called him a phony, Joseph Arabadi, that I will make sure the election will be free and fair. I believe in people's democratic right. And I said, thank you. Thank you, Papa. Thank you.
No, but you don't say you don't have any interest in the issue about Cummins bodyguard carrying gun, because you've been saying it on the show here that you're a criminal justice student and you are doing a course whatsoever, and George will follow. So he coming up to you now to tell you about the gun. You should make your input on that, because
but I agree with him that nobody will carry a gun to protest. That one I agree, and I told you the truth. I agree. Then on the rice issue, when he called me that time, when the rice ship came, he sent me a message. My man, he wrote me and said, "Rice eater Costa, please go tell your people rice now in the country." I said, "Oh, rice eater." How he call me? Rice eater Costa. So I said, "When?" I said, "There's small rice and I can't want you dancing about so." The man wrote me. He said, "Rice eater Costa. Go there. People say rice not kind in the country. But you the president. You said that I don't want to go tell the people that rice not kind." Then he said, "You owe it to your people to tell." He said, "You have a responsibility to tell your people that rice in the country. You the whole president for all. You can't go tell the people that people go tell the people that rice not kind in the country."
The president is friendly with the media, so you the one that talking every morning. So
he called me Rice Eater Costa. Joey, I love it. Then he called me. Well, after he sent me the Rice Eater Costa message, I think I said, "But why you can tell the people?" Then he called me. Then I said, "My man, they your subsidy, you can't afford this subsidy. More than $2, you say government paying subsidy on rep." The man argue with me, okay? The man argue. He said, "Hey, the subsidy is good." I said, "You cannot afford to subsidize rice. You cannot afford to subsidize rice. More than $2, he said you will not do it." We talked that day for 7 minutes, arguing back and forth, me and the president, back and forth. But he said he eat rice too, of course. I don't know can eat rice. And I hardly eat rice now. I eat rice once in a while. The man said he will not move to that. What did they do? And they remove to that.
They move it from there.
Yeah. They removed their subsidy and the price of rice gone up. Because I told him, you cannot afford it. You cannot afford it. So the thing is, some people say when Joey called me, I'm gonna answer a call. But the point is, so sometimes you don't even know the argument. He and I can argue, but it's healthy. I disagree with him. Last Saturday when he called, he said, "My man, I know we are against each other politically, but they want Kerry going to protest that one, not correct." I said, "Yeah, you're right." he himself said it. He said, "I know we are against each other politically, but Kerry going to protest that one not correct." I said, "Yeah, I agree with you. That one not correct." What a gun say I'm getting. So when he called me, I will answer a call. When I gotta argue with him, I will argue with him. We will argue. I will give him a view. He will give me his view. But this much I can tell you. Joey, a hell of a guy. He's a hell of a guy. Hell of a guy. So the other day I saw Emmanuel we did a post. He said all the men that can be defending Joey, why Joey I can call them? Like what are name?
No, don't call that name, because I just go ahead.
You know, Emmanuel we had a bad boy. He said, why Joey I can call the other people? But that mean what tell Joey who you man call? The man, me, I don't call you, and you don't can call me. Or you message me. So the day I posted about his sneaker, that his $4,000 US sneaker you're wearing that time, the Nike sneaker designed by Virgil Abloh, the late Virgil Abloh, the Ghanaian designer. He took a screenshot of my post and sent it to me on WhatsApp. He said, "You see, you are very, very jealous. You're envious man. You're a hateful person." I said, "Why would I be jealous of you?" He was fair. Then he blocked me. Now in July, a few days later, July 2026, he unblocked me. He unblocked me. Then he said, "You, no matter what he tell me again, I will never get back with you again. I will never allow myself to get back with you. Anything you say." Now he said to me, he said, "Anything you say to me, I will never get back with you again. I will never." Oh my God. One day I went to Philly to go fill my car. I there trying to fill my car. Right the Woodland, near another who all know the place, near Alfonso Waterside Market. There one CDC guy there, the guy there cussing me, the guy was fed. All the other men are happy to see me.
I saw that thing on Facebook.
Yes. The guy just cussing me. Oh, the men are Joey, the men just cussing. If I mess up, the men go where CDC be right. The men just walking around. You Costa, you did, the men just cussing me. So I say you. They Joey have been cussing me for. Let me call your president. He thought I was joking. I told the phone. I messaged Joey. I said, "My man, I can't fill my car. I took the guy picture. I said everything to Joey. I said, "Joey, one of your man just cussing me for your business." Joey wrote, he said, "My man, tell him, man, to chill, man. We are all brothers." So I saw the message for a minute. I said, "Hey, y'all see your president? The president business, what you cussing me? The president business, you cussing me for?" Yeah, the man said, "I'm gonna tell you, you must chill." I saw the man, the man said, "My man, you cussing the man for the man said, the man said,
chill.
Yeah. Right, Elmwood Avenue, 70th Street, Philadelphia. They guy was cussing me that day. Nigga was cussing me. Then later on, and he started speaking Pele to me. Dewey, I don't know about you. So that Joey, so me and Joey, he knows I will not support him. But when he calls me, I will talk to him. If I need to reach him about something concerning somebody, I will reach him. But to say support him, I want a different thing. But he's not my enemy. I just don't want him to be president, but he is not my enemy. That's what I wanted. And to all the citizens, y'all can cost me for Joey Bennett, but Joey my second talk. So just so you know. And now he don't want to call me. Now I'm thinking call. So the other day, your man won't flex a power on me. I'm in a movie theater watching Will Smith's latest movie, right? Emancipation. The man just calling. But the man call answer the man. hello, because the phone on silent. Kev Hassan, they made you calling me too. Now knowing Kev Hassan, I call because Kev was the president. He don't want to let me know that he and the president to get up. My man, answer your phone. And a very important call coming for you. I said, look, Kev. So I left. I messaged over. I said, but I'm in a movie theater, but I will call you shortly. So I walked outside to go call him. Okay, he called me twice. I called him and I said, oh, my man, the whole president of the Brother Library call you. You say in movie theater. I just buzzed out and started laughing. He said, the whole president of Brother Library call you. You say in movie theater. I said, hey, go. I said, the boy flexing a power on me, man. The whole president of Brother Library call you. I said, yo, T, you see what I came outside? I said, what is it, my man? He said, my man, I just called to check on you, man. I just want to let you know I'm in the States. But go back and watch a movie. I said, hey? And what did man call me for? Just to check on me. So, let me go back and go watch my movie here. My brother, see you. The man flash a muscle on me, man. The man said the whole president of the Brother Library call you, talk about you watching movie. I see you, my people. Bye-bye.